Thank you, Control Arms. I now give the floor to Matt. Matt, you have the floor.
Thank you for giving me the floor, Madam Facilitator. The regular and flexible review of the ATT National Control List is essential to ensuring responsible arms trade worldwide and is a crucial step in ensuring compliance with the treaty's fundamental principles. As security challenges evolve, illicit arms markets and new trafficking routes emerge. It is essential that the list is flexible and regularly updated. An up-to-date national list helps states keep pace with ongoing developments in the global arms trade, challenges in security patterns within their borders and around the world. Flexible review means that states will not be bound by an outdated list that is relevant with new circumstances. Instead, they will be able to adapt their practices in response to emerging threats, enhancing their ability to ensure that arms are not diverted to parties that may contribute to the spread of violence or human rights abuses. In addition, by regularly updating the national list, transparency and accountability in arms transfer can be enhanced, which is essential to achieving the treaty's goal of reducing the negative consequences of the arms trade on international peace and security. The exchange of national practices between states regarding the preparation of the national list and its subjection to control is also a new matter of interest that can provide us with valuable lessons on how to strengthen monitoring and control of imports and exports, and thus improve those processes jointly. International workshops and regional forums help achieve this and exchange experiences which enhance mutual understanding and leads to improved national monitoring methods. Recently, several countries have joined the Arms Trade Treaty, including Colombia, Malawi, and Gambia. Therefore, MAT stresses that the process of establishing a national control list in these newly acceding countries must include a number of different bodies and agencies within the country, including customs, administration, border control, officials in the armed forces and police, officials in the Ministry of Justice and judicial authorities, and officials in the Ministry of Finance, taking into account the views of representatives of local arms companies, such as manufacturers, distributors, and exporters of weapons and ammunition. MAT recommends that states parties to the treaty should develop a periodic mechanism, annual or semi-annual, to review and update the national control list. This review should include updating data on new weapons of military technologies that have appeared on the market. It is also necessary to provide technical and financial support to states that have recently acceded to the Arms Trade Treaty to facilitate the process of preparing and implementing their national control lists. This includes providing advisory, expertise, and training to government agencies concerned with regulating the arms trade to ensure they are consistent with international standards that guarantee transparency and accountability. Thank you.